That's just a group name, quite literally. It could have been, I could have written here marketing or accounting or something of a kind. Now, let us go ahead and see how we can actually modify the user parameters so that the user belongs to a group. I mean, obviously we can edit the files like etcpasswd. We can change it from 1006 to 1003, just edit it directly there, or in the groups file we can just add the names after the last colon. But that is not something that we want to do. First of all, because I mean, you have to go to the file and then you have to edit the file, save it, look for the username within the file or something like that. Those files are generally used as reference points, and that is where you would go if there is something wrong with the user to check if the configuration is right, as I've stated before. If you want to change the user parameters from like this from pretty much anywhere on your system, you would just type in user mod help. User mod is fairly similar, and it has pretty much the same arguments as user add. It's pretty much the same. What is interesting here, some of the interesting options here are these three for this particular tutorial, where we will actually be able to add Adam to other groups, or clear it all together, or clear the groups altogether and then add a new set of groups there. Down below, there's also another option which you can change, which is the default shell of the user. There are several shells for Unix systems. For example, in Windows systems, you have the CMD, and CMD functions in one way, and it has one syntax attached to it, and that is it. And on Linux, you can actually choose which shell do you want. For example, the one that we're using now is a Bourne shell. Another one that is quite popular is basically C shell. That is, the difference between C shell and Bourne shell is syntax, basically. So you have one syntax which is used in the Bourne shell, which is bash syntax, and in C shell you have a C programming language syntax. So the commands would be typed in a bit of a different, the regular expressions would be typed in a bit of a different manner. You would have some options would be available there and wouldn't be available here, but you can pretty much do the same things with both of them. They're all very good and very useful. Anyway, let's go ahead and type in user mod. Oh right, before we begin, there is one more thing that I would like to mention here. This adds a primary group to the user, or changes the primary group of the user. This adds a new set of groups, regardless, a new secondary group that is, regardless of what already exists, and it will override anything. So whatever exists will be overwritten by this command. However, if you add a in front of the capital G, you will only append and add one more group to the existing list as opposed to deleting the whole list. Let me explain further what I mean by this. Let's say that one user belongs to 10 groups and you want to add an 11th group. If you add it with a -g argument, that means that only that group will indeed be added, but all the other ones will be deleted. If you put a in front of the G, then you will be able to actually just add the 11th group without deleting the other 10 groups. Anyway, let's go ahead and type in user mod the -a. Actually, let's just do G because we want to add Adam to a we want to lowercase g, we want to change Adam's primary group. So Adam's primary group will now become meat. I haven't showed you how to create meat, but I have showed you how to create marketing and sales. Same way, user group add space meat. I've created this one previously. So now we shall add Adam. We shall promote Adam from group sheep into group meat. Not sure if that's a promotion or not, but oh well. This is not going to work because I need to type in the username. And there you go. So if I type in ID Adam now, you will see that the primary group of Adam is now meat. Sheep does not exist here. And now we shall add a secondary group to Adam, which will override G1, because groups is simply a list of all the groups to which Adam belongs to, but this being the primary group and this being the secondary group, You know that's a primary group because it says here GID. Now we shall add Adam to a secondary group as well. Assign Adam a secondary group. So user mod, and we will overwrite the current one by typing in this. So sheep Adam. ID Adam. Now you can see that the primary group of Adam is meat. Secondary group of Adam is sheep. And now we can append. Let's go ahead and do this. Now we can append the secondary groups. We can add something meaningful this time, like marketing. And we can now do ID Adam. Excellent. Now you can see all the groups to which Adam belongs, and you have, it says sheep, and then it says marketing. I know that these don't really mix very well, meat, sheep, marketing. We can also add like this, sales, another group which I've created. So it says groups, meat, sheep, marketing, sales. These things, they don't really, I'm not sure how well they combine. I suppose you can combine them in one way or another. They all, meat and sheep can go into marketing and then somebody can sell it or something of a kind. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to show you how you can create groups and assign a user to it. Now another feature of user mod is that you can actually change the shell. So bin tcsh Adam, and if I go ahead and do cat etc pass wd grep Adam, you can see that there is a difference. Now all the other users have been bash, and I have DCSH. So born is an acronym. It stands like bash born again something, born again bash, something like that. It doesn't really make much difference, but that's all that there is to it. So it says now Adam will be using a very much different shell for its working days and its work, so on and so forth. Anyway, I hope that I have showed you how you can actually create groups, how you can add them. If you would like to remove a group, it's not a big deal. You can just type in user, what do we need? Group delete, and then which group would you like to delete? Let's go ahead and delete marketing, because you know who needs marketing. And then if I do ID Adam, you can see it doesn't actually exist. It's removed from here. And if I go ahead and cat etc group, it's gone. It shouldn't be here. Let's see, Adam, meat, sheep, glass, CD, G123 sales. Nope, it is no longer here. So these are all the users that belong to the group sheep. I can also add random guy, which is my standard user, to the group sheep as well by typing in user mod ag sheep random guy. Sorry, not user mod. And if I go ahead and cat the group, now you can see that both of these users actually belong to this group. You can also append this file manually, so vim etc group. This applies to pretty much all the other files as well, like etc password and etc passwd and etc shadow, etc group. So I am in vim now. Let's just scroll down to where I need to be. Actually, let's just, oops, this is not what I want. Let's delete it, escape. I need this, I need sheep, and there you go. Insert. I can remove random guy from this group. So like this, Adam, right quit. And if I do ID random guy, you will see that random guy is no longer a part of that particular group. Let me just prove it one more time because I didn't actually show it to you previously. I add it like this.